We're ending a brand we spent 5 years building.
Over the past 5 years, we built Ladies Love Vandals, an online clothing brand with 120,000 followers on Instagram. We built it using a print-on-demand system with no outside investment.
But somewhere along the line, we prioritized online growth over community building, which led us into our major decision to rebrand into Fearworks.
By the end of this video, you'll understand why staying safe with something familiar can be more dangerous than starting again, and why it might matter to you.
First mistake we made was growing fast, but in the wrong direction.
We started building the community through selling clothes to influencers and eventually building the community to 30,000 strong.
But then we lost momentum and capital, and we wanted to find a new, cheap way to build our following quickly.
So we came up with the idea to start reposting content from the community, mainly reels, and that helped us build our community up to 120,000 strong super fast.
We thought that that would make us more part of the community, but what it actually did was it didn't show people what we were actually doing. Instead, they just thought we were a repost page.
It introduced us to people without showing our product, our intent, or our story. So we ended up making around the same amount of money as when we had 30,000 followers to now when we had 120,000 followers.
Which is crazy, because I think most people would never guess that. And that's how we learned that how you grow matters more than how fast you grow.
In the end, we realized the problem was we didn't build a brand-focused audience. Point 2, attention isn't the same as alignment.
Even though we were making the same amount of money at 120K that we were at 30K, and it was continuing to be this way for a while, we still believed that attention would eventually convert into loyalty, which is just not true.
Because people met us for reposted content, they followed us for entertainment and not identity.
When it came time to sell, there was no shared understanding for what we stood for.
We realized alignment matters more than reach. If people don't understand what and who you are, they can't support it.
That's when we realized alignment has to be designed, not hoped for. People weren't wrong, we taught them exactly who to think we were.
That leads us to number 3, comfort became the enemy. For years we stayed because things were working just enough.
Familiarity felt safe and the brand was predictable. We got complacent because our following was going up and we were seeing that as success even though it wasn't translating to sales.
Everyone's heard of the line, don't try and fix what's not broken. And that's exactly where we were at that time.
But after a while, when we saw no change in our sales and such a big growth, we recognized that staying was hurting us more than leaving. Nothing was broken, and that's what made it really dangerous. You're just too complacent.
What we've learned is that when you're comfortable, that's the time not to relax, but to go faster and harder.
Issue number 4 was that we outgrew the brand before we were able to admit it to ourselves.
We wanted the brand to evolve with us.
But in reality, LLV no longer represented our future goals and what we wanted to be working on. But admitting that meant letting go of 5 years of effort, identity, and validation.
We accepted growth sometimes means outgrowing what built you. That meant us realizing that ending it wasn't failure, but pretending it still fit would have been.
Chocolate break.
Starting again and putting ourselves at the forefront was the only honest option.
We wanted to build something real, clear, and aligned.
We realized that evolving the brand quietly and behind the scenes just wouldn't have cut it. We needed to do something drastic and loud, and this is where we are. As the brand was graffiti-based, we'd been anonymous for the past 5 years.
On one side, it added to the story for our brand, you know, like it's graffiti, it adds like a little bit of mystery. But on the other side, it disconnected us from our audience. They don't have someone to thank, they don't have someone to blame, they don't have someone to connect to.
We decided to end the brand publicly, finally revealing who we were and starting again as Fearworks.
Built around fear, work, and evolution. The first step of our own Fearworks journey was getting over the fear that we've had for the last 5 years of putting ourselves in front of the brand. We were so afraid of people finding out who we were, getting to know us and judging our lives, and now we're going in the opposite direction, letting them in on everything.
From now on, you're going to see everything. Our wins, our failures, our ups, our downs. You're going to be with us throughout the whole journey.
This isn't an ending, it's the beginning of the real work.
Fear isn't something to escape, it's something you work through.
Fearworks exists for people who feel that tension. The moment when comfort starts costing you more than what it would to push through your fears.
If you liked what you saw today, please like the video and subscribe to the channel.
We're so excited to take you along on this crazy journey, which we're very afraid to start, but also very excited. And that's the whole point.